just Google it, you are gonna be able to see like it is changing according to the price and everything. So let me check from here. Salesforce license editions. Okay. These are the pricing. And according to pricing, all the limitations will be changed also. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is mostly about the companies while they are purchasing like Salesforce licenses. They need to know which edition they should choose, and according to it, they need to pay. And these are like for the based on each and every user by monthly. So
For each user monthly.
yes,
That adds a lot.
yeah, that's why like while the companies are just trying to give the Salesforce licenses, they are just trying to like give someone who is going to really need it. If you just use, for example, the unlimited one, $300 times monthly, this is the amount for one user. And most of them, they are getting like 200 licenses together. It is a lot. But after that point, they don't need to think about like what they are going to do about the like data security or the software they are going to be provided. So that's why like when you start working, they really hesitate to give the Salesforce license who is not gonna be really using that license. And if you just start as a Salesforce, like Salesforce admin, you are gonna be one who is like giving the licenses. So you should be like keep in mind, save the company's money in that way. You can make more money. Otherwise, they will not use.
So I just trying to understand the point of these licenses. Imagine that we have a company, we have an organization inside the Salesforce. In this organization, there could be some members with the essential license. There could be some members with the unlimited license. Am I taking correctly?
No, usually company, according to what they need, they are going to purchase one of these editions.
Gotcha. So it means if a company decided to go for the unlimited option,
Yeah,
they have to purchase unlimited licenses for each person. They are not able to
But-
switch the licenses between each other.
yeah, but you should think about like this. If I go through the Salesforce from here. Login Salesforce. For example, even our developer edition. Okay, I'm just logging in. This is just an example. But when we go to users, and if I just open one of them, the user license, even if we get like just the developer edition, but we have these options, right?
Yeah.
They have more than that. They have, for example, what we have here, only 2 free licenses, right? For the just Salesforce.
Correct.
But licenses, which we are talking, it is just the Salesforce licenses. Who needs, like, for example, in this case, I just have here as a Salesforce license. But I have limited. I have only 2 of the Salesforce license. The other ones, like Salesforce platform and the other ones, you are going to have it. Like, for example, if we check the Force, maybe you have like 100 of them, even if it is on the free edition. In the companies, when they get something unlimited, they are going to spend the others, they are okay. They can use it. But according to this user license, some of the features will be limited. And who works with the, like, as a Salesforce admin or Salesforce developer, most of the time they are going to reach like the data security stuff. That's why they need Salesforce full license. They call it full license sometimes. So, for example, for the, if I go through here, not this one. Okay. For Salesforce license, I have total 2, but in the actual company, you are going to see 202. Because 2 of them free, 200 of them they purchase. Some of the time they are just purchasing like 20 of them. They are just trying to like save some money instead of like buying the whole packet. They are just getting like limited number. And we use this much. But if you just check this one, identity, we have already 110. But we didn't even use this license because if we use this license, it is really limited permission. So if company is big, it's supposed to be at least 200 here. Some of the time on the interviews, it is possible they can ask you like while you were working, like how many like licenses you were managing. If you get any questions, something like this, the answer should be at least 200. Does it make sense?
Kinda.
These are the stuff, like these licenses are not about like this essential professional or something. But they are going to come through inside this license or this one or this edition or this edition. This is just about the like editions and what they would like to do with the Salesforce. They discuss with Salesforce according to Salesforce says, for example, enterprise edition will be enough for you guys. Then they are going to go with that. Because the difference,
Just 724 support.
yeah. We check this one, right? The difference is huge. If just start with the basic, it's okay. But later on, the price goes up. Because they are all working with the big companies.
Like the banks and the insurance companies, and they don't mind to spend that
And
kind
these
of money.
numbers are big for us. That's why,
Not for them.
not for them.
Anyway, they deduct them from their taxes. They don't mind to spend that kind of money, you know.
But that's also correct. All right, so next thing, like we have some releases, right? For example, for the exams also, we are talking about like there are different release in Salesforce. How many times we have release in Salesforce per year?
3.
What are they?
Winter, spring, summer.
Okay, that too is correct. What is left as a season? Spring.
Summer. Oh, okay. Yes.
So we have spring, summer, winter. I think you already mentioned spring, right?
Yeah.
So summer was left.
Right.
here.
Okay. Yeah.
So there is only 3 release per year. And each and every release, it comes with the lots of update. That's why like when we check the Salesforce, let me stop this one again. Let me go to the developer console. Can you see this API version?
Yeah.
Each and
Yes.
every time this thing change. And when something change, as I said, it is coming with the different updates. It is sometimes it is about developer portion, sometimes it is about like the admin, and we have to follow them up. All right. So some of the old stuff we also need to know. For example, this. Sometimes they were calling like force.com for the developer portion. And you can just think this is for the admin portion, but these are all terms, but still, according to who is doing the interview, they might ask you guys this kind of stuff. So you might know the answer, but if you didn't hear the same exact thing what you learned, because we need to teach you the like updated ones, but it is possible you can get some questions like this. The difference between these two, it is just about their functionality. Salesforce.com, like you are just using to develop CRM functionality. You can just say this. Force.com, it is about customizing your data model, like business logic, user interface, that kind of stuff.
So we don't use force.com, right? But they're almost the same thing.
They used to use, but right now, I believe we don't use it. Even if you go to the developer console, you are not going to be able to see anything like force.com on the URL. And also, we have something called database.com. Yesterday, we talked about SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, right? This is the DaaS. This is provided by Salesforce to enhance the power of Salesforce CRM applications. It provides DaaS. Any question on this?
So yesterday you were asking us what is Salesforce, PaaS or SaaS or IaaS.
Yeah.
So what about this data? Is Salesforce, it's not DaaS as well?
if you make a like abbreviation, it's going to be DAS, but if you heard about anything DAS, it is going to be like data as a service. If you ask me, like, if I know the detailed knowledge about this thing, no.
Okay.
So just if you come across something like this, just in case.
So it's to enhance the power of Salesforce.com CRM applications.
Yes.
Okay.
Enhance the power of Salesforce. We have some type of portals inside the Salesforce. They are like 3 of them: customer portal, partner portal, and self-service portal. If you ask me where are they, I have no clue. But there are 3 portals. Okay, after this point, you guys are gonna be able to answer these kind of questions. What is the app in Salesforce? Don't tell me you didn't see like what is app.
And it could be a custom or a standard, like the sales or a service or a cloud. If you would like to manage your own app, you can create through the standard objects or a custom objects. There is a flexibility to create it.
Okay, so an app or application, it consists of what? We can say.
A data record with the
Okay.
objects
Some functions as well.
Okay.
and a relationships.
If you remember, like beginning of the like Salesforce admin classes, we were just talking about like, think about like one box inside, there is another box. So which one is this app?
That's a container, main box, first box.
It is the biggest
Bigger.
container.
Yeah,
So what is the first thing after this biggest container inside the biggest container?
account,
What?
account,
Objects, you mean, I guess.
Account is an object.
you mean the fields?
No,
Yeah.
the apps are the biggest container, and then inside it we have
Like
tabs and
tab.
objects. And
The-
then
These
we
are
have,
apps, right?
Yes.
yes,
Okay. So we said this is the biggest container. This container consists of what? What is the second biggest container?
objects. Objects and tabs, I guess.
Objects is actually, it is correct, but how we can reach the objects from the UI?
Through tabs.
Tabs. So can we say like the apps consist of group of tabs, not only one account, not only one contact or candidate. It is a group of tabs. Can we say that?
Yeah.
Yes,
We can reach the others from here, right? So basically we can just say it consists of group of tabs. And how we can create the tabs?
Creating an object.
while creating the objects.
Okay, this is the first option.
If we forget to click that square, clickable square, and then we can find apps in home setup.
Okay, from this page, can you
Or-
guide me to create a tab? One of them you said it is from the
Through
while we are creating the object.
Mhm.
No need to go through that. I believe everyone can do that. What was the other way?
You can go through the
Setup.
through setup
Okay,
tabs and search for tabs, I guess. Oh, no.
is everybody agree on that?
Yes.
Okay,
A new tab.
then we can create our own custom tab.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just checking like if you guys remember. We are just choosing the object, checking the style and save, next, save. It doesn't show me any object. Why?
because you don't have any availability.
All the objects right now currently have their own tabs. There is no object without any tab. All right. So can you also guide me how we can create the app?
Mm.
Setup
Lightning
again.
tab. Yeah,
This is sometimes I also confuse like where to go.
setup. Well,
Isn't it setup?
setup, I think.
Okay,
And you're gonna type like lightning tabs, something like that. Maybe not.
app.
App
App and-
builder,
Apps, yes, lightning app,
I guess.
lightning app something.
Okay,
Yeah, okay, this.
App builder.
this one. Is everybody agree on this?
Yes.
If I say all of you guys are wrong,
Let's see what else. I remember.
You mean create a
Aslı switch
Or-
the pages, like go back or
I have to open up my older notebook now. So.
you mean trying to create a new org or something, or you mean
we are just trying to create a new app like one of this one.
Hmm. Create app, right?
Create what?
App manager.
So we are going to search for the app manager.
Mhm.
And then
New lightning app.
you guys remember now?
Yes.
Good, good.
Thanks to my notes.
Okay, so that's why I'm just trying to do this questions together. All right, this one was the app. This is the way to go. Any question on this? I think no. Okay, let's talk about the objects. What type of objects we have in Salesforce?
Standard and custom.
Okay, why do we call them standard or why do we call them custom objects? It is not tricky. You can
That
just.
comes with Salesforce, like by default,
Mhm.
and the custom ones we create ourselves.
Okay, by the user. All right. So what is an object in Salesforce? And it consists of what?
then it's objects, right?
Yes,
Then it's like consists of a group of records. Kind
Fields.
of?
fields.
Fields, yeah. And records, yeah.
Are like columns in Excel, but I don't know how to describe.
Yeah, you while you are explaining object, you can just go through as an example Excel. So like it is like a database table. Table is object. And it stores some information in it for your organization. And it consists of fields which we can store the data inside that field. And to reach the objects which we talk about it, we just need to go to the tabs, right? So if somebody asks you something like, these are basic questions, but it is hard to describe it if you cannot imagine these pages. If I ask you what is the objects here, what is the tab? You guys all know these are the tabs. These are the like plural of the objects. So if it is position, positions tab. When we click on that, what is this one?
Record.
This is record, right?
Yes.
And what is this one?
Field.
Field.
Field. What is this thing here?
Record.
No,
Data.
because what we said for the record is this one
Oh,
or this one. When we go inside the record, it consists of the fields also. These are the fields. And what we are putting inside is data. And when all these fields and data comes together, it becomes a record. Did we recall these things?
I'm good.
Okay. So I know it is easy, but like how to create an object.
Go to the backend side. Decide an object. Go to the object manager. Decide an object wherever you would like to create a
create a custom object. Great.
custom object. Mention the name, plural
Okay.
name, and an object name is the same, gonna be the label.
Okay. While we are creating the object, sometimes we would like to do some stuff like automatically, right? For example, if I give an example, it's hard to explain it. So if I go to sales, okay, account, this is the, or I can just say new account. Not this one. Do we have an employee? I mean this one, but I couldn't find it. So
Or required?
yes, not required. It is coming itself. Like while you are creating, normally account supposed to be have that thing, but I couldn't find it. Sales. Good. If I try to create a new account,
Just account name is required.
I don't mean the required fields. I'm just trying to find something. If I go through the object manager.
Like default fields.
Yes. For example, name is default here. We didn't create this one. Like standard, it comes with the Salesforce. But this one right here also standard.
The ones with __C.
It is custom, yes.
Yeah.
So while we are creating, like we can give the auto number or the text, which if we choose the text, it is going to be the record name. For example, it is account name here as a label. It's automatically here. We have nothing to do with this. So, but this is up to us while we are creating. We can just put here as a record name. We can make it like candidate number like this if we choose the auto number. And if we choose the auto number, just make sure give some format on it and start from 1. And then what was the checkbox you guys were talking about the
La-
tab?
Launch new custom tab wizard. Yes.
This one, right? If we choose this one, it is going to create the tab also.
By the way, when you say this is a creation of objects,
Yes,
the other tab, browser tab, it's field, right? Can you switch to
which
the other
one?
one? Account name. This you showed us here, account name. But this is a
This is coming from while they are creating the account object, which is account object is a standard, right? So they put here account name. But while we are creating a custom object, we can put here whatever we want to. For example, for position, we said position name. If we put here position name, this data type should be text. Like it is not the auto number. But some of the objects, like candidate, we are just trying to use a number instead of like any name. That's why we need to pick the auto number from here. In that way, when we go to the candidates, we are gonna see this one. Like there is no name for it. This is the one, this is the first field we can say we are creating while we are creating the custom object. Does it make sense? If we are creating the like job posting, we are giving the job posting number instead of like job posting name. See, it is not even asking us to put a number here because automatically it assigns next number 4. It's easy. I'm just trying to remind it. Hopefully it makes you call it. All right. So any question on this? You guys know how to create it, and I just remind. What is tab? We already mentioned it is plural of the object. We can reach the objects via tabs, but we are using tabs for different stuff. You guys didn't see all this stuff. There are like 5 different types for the tab. It is like custom tabs. Where was it? This one right here. Lightning Components tabs, Web tabs, Lightning Page tabs, Visual Force tabs. Visual Force, it is like, I didn't even see this thing, Visual Force, but sometimes if the interviewer is an old Salesforce expert, they can ask you like Visual Force tabs also. Lightning Pages, you are going to see that. Web tabs, like you can just think about the browsers, like on the web pages. Lightning Components, you are gonna see that after all triggers and everything. It is enough if you guys know 5 different tabs right now. Okay, these are the examples for the data types. So where can we reach the data types from Salesforce? Can you guys guide me through?
You mean the UI side or the backend side?
So
Where can
where do you expect to see the data types on the UI?
My opinion at the backend side.
Okay,
Go to the setup
okay,
and the object manager,
okay,
and which kind object you want to check. Go to the account and
It
decided to go
okay,
fields and the relationship.
okay.
And all these accounts, all these records belong to accounts. And
Are these
whichever
reports?
fields?
yes, fields,
Okay,
because the name of the fields and the relationships. So if you would like to check active, it's mean right next to data type, pick list. It's mentioned over there.
okay. So where can I see all the data types inside the Salesforce? I
All the
understand,
data,
and this is correct. Like if we are checking any specific field, we can see the data type right here.
yeah.
But
Well,
I would
well,
like to see
okay.
all, yeah, I would like to see all different type of data types in Salesforce.
Click new
Schema
button.
builder.
No, click new button,
Yes.
so you can pick the data type you want
Yes,
here.
they are all here.
All right.
Okay. These are the things you know, but when they ask or when somebody asks suddenly, like we are all confusing. No worries. All right. So what is next? If I ask you guys, what are the standard fields inside the Salesforce? If I show you the like Salesforce right now, I'm sure you guys are going to be able to like guide me through, find which one is standard, which one is not. But when you close your eyes, can you imagine like what kind of standard fields we have?
Account,
Standard fields,
fields.
not objects.
Standard fields.
Think about like this, when you, even if you create a custom object,
Field name.
you have this standard fields.
Field name,
Field name,
Label,
label,
API name.
API name, record name.
no.
No,
Okay, like what kind of objects we have and it has an API name field? Can you show me? Like this is one of the object. Where is the API name field here?
And we don't have it. While creating, we can see that.
Field name, data type.
I know you guys are mentioning this one, like, let me go back.
Details.
API name. Just
Details.
I'm not-
Click new.
you guys are mentioning this one, right?
Yeah.
But I am asking as a field, not this one. Fields are here. These are the field names,
So like,
the field labels. So name is a field, label is account name.
The
Data
data type.
type of this name field is name.
so like owner ID or
Yes.
date, created
Yes,
date,
yes, yes.
created by, these are standard.
Yes. Because like even right now we are in the standard object, right? You can see the owner ID field, which is look up to the user. Then you can see created by ID field. Data type is look up to the user. Then you can see this is something different, not for each and every object.
No, creation date or last modified, something like that.
Yes,
And last modified by,
I couldn't see it. Yes, right here. So last modified by ID field, data type is lookup to the user. Does it make sense? Because even if I go through any custom object which we created, just job posting. Okay, on this one, we have created by ID. We have last modified by ID. We have name field, which is auto number. This is the one we are giving it here.
Can I
so
ask something?
Yes.
Sorry, I was a little bit away from my computer. Maybe you covered it already. Can we see an example of lookup field and master detail relationship on the UI part? So how is it looking on the object, like when we click on it? Because
Okay, so we know job posting is I believe it is a junction object in between job application and position. I'm just guessing if I am not wrong. Yes. So when you go,
like if we try to create
And-
a new job posting,
okay,
so and this inside these little boxes, like when we click on the position, so that means like if it's showing up like that, that means
they have a
position.
relationship.
Yes, but what kind of relationship? Can we just tell by
From
looking?
here, when you see anything with this magnifying glass,
Mhm.
you can guess this is like lookup at least.
Right, yes.
And then if you ask which one is child, which one is parent, we are like inside the job posting, we can say job posting is a child, position is a parent. But we cannot say this is just a lookup relationship or master detail relationship from here.
Okay, okay, that's what I thought, but I was just trying to be
Because
sure.
if we look here, we can see the same thing here
Mhm.
for the employment website, but we cannot say it is like just a lookup relationship or master detail relationship, because both of them are showing the same way. Like For example, we know, where is account? Account and contacts have relationship, right? While we are creating any contact right here, we have to check the account name. We need to get the account name from account object. This is the same looking with the previous one. Where did I put it here? It is looking same, but this is lookup relationship. This is master detail.
Mhm.
How do
There's
we
no way
know
to
that?
differentiate by.
Yeah, we need to go back to job posting.
Okay.
And check the position, master detail,
Yes.
master detail to employment website. But if we go back to contact to see the relationship with the account is lookup.
Mhm.
But easily we can identify, like while we are creating something new, there's a relationship here, but we cannot say exactly if it is lookup or master.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And since we were just talking about this,
I have a question.
yes, Aslı.
So you asked, what are the standard fields in Salesforce? We said like created by, owner ID, or last modified by. So can we say name the standard field as well, or?
we can say name because like if we go any, I picked the which doesn't have anything, these are all standard. For example, case. This is, let me check if I have a name here. When it says standard, it doesn't have to be on each and every object, but this is the one like the name usually goes through, record name.
Mhm. Okay,
That is the record name when you like on the UI side, when you click on this one, this is the name of your
yeah, it can be text or number. We are gonna
Yes.
choose that one while
Yes.
creating.
and let me share the screen. These are the ones created by, modified by, currency, last modified by. These are not all of them. For example, division, I have never seen the division, like, but it says division also. Any question on this one?
No,
After this point, I want you guys to do not confuse about the terms, like fields, like records, like objects, tabs, apps. These are should be like, okay.
Can you quickly explain the org? Like I think I'm kind of confused
About what?
about organization.
Or,
It's like bigger than app,
yes,
yes, right? And what does that consist of?
okay.
Everything? Like including
We
the
are,
sales app?
okay, let me go through like this. This is the one which is allowing us to go to our org. So when I log in, I am in the org.
Okay.
For example, for Trailhead, you have one org. For the Salesforce classes, you have another org, right?
Okay, got it.
So all of your apps, they are inside your org.
Mhm.
So while we are explaining the apps, tabs, objects, fields, records, we are just saying like the biggest container is the app, but all the apps are inside the org.
Mhm. And it also has the information for the licenses and everything, like if a
Yes.
certain size of
Uh,
certain kind of license
Yeah,
for that org,
everything,
right?
everything is about inside that like organization.
Mm.
If it is about Fortune Tech, it is just giving like, and if you check one more thing, like while you are logging in, you are gonna have something like my.salesforce.com. And since this is developer edition, that's why it says dev ed. And this is the name which you gave for the company.
So how many orgs we can have?
You can have as much as you want, as long as you provide the different email address, not the username,
Mhm.
but different email address.
I mean, different licenses maybe, or no?
No,
You-
no, for
you-
example, you would like to get different like orgs, but you want them free, you can just use the developer edition. You can reach them, but you have to provide different email IDs for them.
Mhm.
Because inside the one org, which is this one, the whole thing, it doesn't allow any user to use more than one email address or email ID.
Username also unique, right?
Username is supposed to be unique for all the orgs.
So if I have lots of
For
orgs,
example, if I have the username here, okay, this is my username. I cannot use this one in the other developer edition org I have.
Okay.
okay, so you have to mention different email addresses and different usernames to
Yes.
be in different orgs.
That's why, like, when you join any company, they are gonna assign you a username here or email ID. They are going to say aburgaz@fortunetechit.com, or they are going to give tugel@fortunetech.com. And sometimes, for example, I'm working one of the company right now. They already assigned me an email, but I need to join different orgs. That's why, like, they are just trying to give me different username because they have different applications. Different applications has the different orgs in their end. That's why they have to give me another username here. Since it is like a different org, but this one's supposed to be something else. Even this dot, you can just erase this, or you can just, if there is a fortune.tech, you can take off that dot from there. In that way, you can change this thing. You have to do that.
Yeah, at least like a small difference.
Yes. Just because of that, we are waiting like almost 2 weeks right now, because they couldn't solve the issue with the like MFA, and they are going to give us the access for that Salesforce org.
MFA?
Multi-function authentication.
Authentication.
So we talk about the custom or standard fields. why we are using the custom fields, or is there any limit for this like custom fields?
Depends for the license that I know there is a limitation.
Okay, good. So when you say license, you mean the additions?
Additions.
Yes, that's correct. If we are using like unlimited addition, how many fields we are going to be able to create as a custom field per object?
500.
That's a good search. What about professional edition?
Should be more, I guess.
1500.
That is wrong.
If it's unlimited edition has
Unlimited.
500,
Yeah, unlimited is 500. So what should be the like,
less than the
professional?
unlimited.
Yes.
So they trying to charge in $75 each license should be. There you go.
Yeah, you can calculate from there, right?
Yeah, trying to make it easy.
Okay. So this is the one. Can you guys just let me know like 7 minutes later? I'm going to give you a quiz. Okay. It's going to be
Okay.
fun. No need to worry. I'm just going to try to cover some more questions here. Profile. What's a profile? What we can do with the profile, just think about that way. What kind of functions it has? Or is it restrict something, or it gives more permission?
That's kind of
I
depends
think
because under the license, we are assigning the profiles for a user. For example, if you are a CFO, you're taking kind of widest permissions to use the license. But
That's
if you are just a salesperson,
Is that about the profile?
It's about the role.
Becoming a CEO or manager or district manager or state manager, whatever it is.
I think profiles are restrictions.
Okay, so it
Like
restricts something, right?
limits the access to certain data, and the visibility.
Okay.
Yes,
And what kind of profiles we have?
standard. Yes.
If you get any question about the Salesforce, if they are asking what kind of, I can say like 90% of them, you can just say standard and custom. We have standard profile and we have like custom profile. But even if you have no idea, you can just say something like this. For example, for the objects, this is true. For the like fields, that's true. For the profile, that is true. And if I ask you, like, can you, if you guys are taking some notes, I'm gonna share. Today, I didn't share it in purpose because of this quiz, but I'm going to share these up, no worries. So this is like profile defines the settings and permissions in Salesforce. Even if you just say this one, it is enough. But you should also mention that it just restrict and control the access. It is not like the permission sets. Profile, it restricts, permission sets gives more permission. Nothing less than existing. It gives more. This is permission set. But profile, it restricts. if I ask you guys to guide me through the profiles from here and how we can create the custom profile.
Profiles.
Sorry, profile in QuickFind. Oh, maybe not.
Profiles.
Okay. Then,
New profile. Here.
okay. So what should I pick? If I would like to create a profile which has like all the permissions.
Admin.
System. Is it the system admin?
Admin.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I give a name from here, then I'm going to create another profile which has all the permission which system admin has. But then I cannot assign that one to someone beside me because it's supposed to have the Salesforce license, which we have the second Salesforce license, but still it is going to be a conflict over there. So, but we can create something like this, then we can restrict more, right?
Yeah.
Instead of that, if I go through here to the system
Standard user.
administrator right here, if I clone this one,
Coming back to same.
if I'm coming back to the same page, same thing. If I just click on it, this is my profile, right? I can clone it from here also. Did you guys remember all these things?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Should we like
Yes.
when we clone? Well, not this one. So after we clone, and if we click on the profile that we cloned, should we or are we clicking on the custom profile checkbox on the right?
I didn't get your question. For example, if
Yeah,
we
for
go back,
example, like we are cloning the profile. Let's
okay,
and
we gave a name and save it.
yeah. Let me see if it's gonna take us to the same page.
It's gonna be clicked already.
Okay, it's already checked.
Because it's custom, we are creating it.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So I was talking about that little checkbox on the right of the page, on the other end. More,
You
yeah,
mean this one?
that one. Yeah.
And then we're gonna assign it to the user.
It is just
So
checked,
it's
but
already
you are not gonna be able to change this.
uncheck it. Yeah.
But I can delete this before I assign it to anyone. All right. So nobody notify me about it is 40 already.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Can you see the alarm?
Yes. So we completed 30 today, and we are gonna do some funny stuff. I was planning to cover more questions. That's why maybe you can see like more questions which we didn't cover yet, but it is okay. We are just trying to play here. All right, so I am going to start a quiz. is going to be classic. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I want you guys to click this. I am sharing on the Slack also. And this is the joining code. And you guys are all joined, please let me know.
Can I put any name on it?
You can put whatever you want. But I'm gonna understand something like this is Tunç.
You sure?
I think so. I can ask others. All right, I can see 4. And nobody notify me again. Okay. So I'm starting and good luck to you guys. Hala burada mısınız arkadaşlar?
Evet.
Evet.
Nasıl da?
Çok eğlenceliydi.
Evet.
Müziğin sesi biraz daha kısık ama daha iyi olacak.
Bir uyandırdı müzik.
%76'sına cevap vermiş birincimiz Aslı. 15.750 puanla.
Ay.
İkinciyle aradaki fark 250 puan. %3'lük bir fark var. Üçüncümüz de Tunç. 12.100 puanla arkadan geliyor. Burada soruların hangi sorulara cevap verdiğini, yanlış verdiğinizi gösteriyor. 11. soruya herkes yanlış cevap vermiş. 11, 17, 20, 24, 28. Şuradan hemen bir bakalım. 11. soru. Dünya
Yani burada aslında community de vardı. O yüzden
Evet.
ben false dedim. Aslında ben yani bu
True
ikisi
dedim. Yani
ben
herkes true demiş Aslı.
Demiştim ben.
yani ben bu ikisi de olabilir yani bu da içinde sonuçta diye bir community
Anladım.
olmadı.
Tamam. Yani soruları zaten biraz daha böyle çetrefilli hale getirmeye çalıştım. Sadece yaptığım şey o oldu. Yani biraz daha eğlenceli hale getireyim. Akılda kalsın, maksat bu. Başka bir şey değil. Yoksa sinirlerinizi zorlamıyorum.
Ebru Nil Zoom'a girmek istiyormuş.
Tamam. What type of portal is not available in Salesforce? Bunu da hiç kimse doğru bilememiş.
Ben self service demiştim
Ben de.
galiba.
Ama bunların hepsi vardı. Bir tek community yoktu.
Yani
Evet. Bir sorumuz daha var. Nasıl burada herkes yanlış yapmış?
ay evet.
Ben bunu niye böyle evet nasıl
Bu
yanlış
soruyu
oldu?
bu soruyu içinizde bilmeyen yoktur zaten. Hani
Şimdi hocam yanlış anlamazsanız ya bu kadar trikli sorulması yani
ama
underscore çok
ama
haklısınız. Yani API name olarak
benim işim sizi zora hazırlamak. Diğerleri
biz soru
çerez gibi
severiz.
geldi.
Biz zoru severiz. Sıkıntı yok da yani daha üzerinde hiç çalışmadığımız için
Ya
ben bu
bu
soruya
da
pas
bence-
deme
Bunun
hakkını
nesine
kullanıyorum.
Şu
çalışacaksınız? Yani
şaşırttı.
mesela
Hayır hayır. Şimdi son zamanlarda herkes Apex üzerinde çalıştığı için
Onun için
Apex'te
zaten
hep
böyle.
underscore. Normalde tabii ki şeyde görünen tek underscore ama bence son zamanlarda tamamen kod üzerinde çalışıldığı için
Ama hayır,
böyle.
Gece rüyalarıma giriyor.
cevap zaten bu.
Onu dedim
Hayır,
ben. Kabul
cevap-
etmedi.
Cevap onu
Cevap
vermiyor. Cevap
Kirece.
underscore.
Bak,
Cevap A.
Hayır, A'yı veriyor cevap.
Cevap A'yı mı veriyor?
oradan bir
Evet.
puan
Yanlış mı?
O
kazanmış
zaman
olmamız
o
lazım.
zaman soruda yanlışlık var. Buradan herkese tam
Aa,
puan.
buyur ya, böyle bir şey.
Ama
Ben-
yani
Sınav
herkes
iptal. Sınav iptal. O ne ya?
hayır herkes böyle bir zaten soruyu sorduğumda herkes bir şey dedi onun için yani. Bakayım cevabı ne vermiş abi.
Bu vermiş cevap.
Bu şıkkı
Herkes-
ben sonradan değiştirmişim muhtemelen ondan olmuş. Tamam özür diliyoruz.
Ama
Hocam,
cevap şey mi? Cevap E mi olması gereken?
Cevap E değil canım. Underscore underscore.
E.
Değil mi? Ha, okey, tamam.
Ben de underscore C dedim. Oradan cevapları görebiliyor musunuz? Kim hangi cevabı vermiş?
Zaten hepimiz aynısını
şeyde,
vermişiz
en başta
galiba. Öyle
gösteriyor
yazdı.
şurada da ama tek tek bakmaya şu anda zaman yok.
Evet, sen
20'den sonra 24 müydü?
24. Onu görmeyip ben çoklu seçme gibi düşündüm açıkçası.
Şimdi biraz
Tamam.
önce bunu gösterdik. Bunların hepsi standarttı değil mi?
Aynen. Ben çoklu çünkü which one is once demişsin ya, o yüzden çoklu
One
seçeceğiz
is
zannettim.
or once are.
İşte once, hani seçeceğim 5 taneden 3'ünü seçeceğim falan gibi başladım böyle created by.
Ben amacıma ulaşmışım demek ki trikleri.
Sağ ol. Thanks.
Not standard profile. Bunu zaten daha görmedik ama bu dahil değil. Onun dışında da sıkıntı yok. Tamam arkadaşlar. Saat 8 olmuş zaten. Bugün de bize ayrılan sürenin sonuna geldik.
Teşekkür ederiz.
Teşekkürler.
Ben teşekkür ederim.
Yarın yine
Bu-
sınav yok
Bu şekilde ara ara şey yapacağım. Şimdiye kadar gördüklerimizi de paylaşacağım.
Teşekkürler.
Hiç merak etmeyin. Sorun yok.
Teşekkürler.
Bir saniye. Biraz mayıs.